If you're looking for pound the best home health and beauty fragrance products, you need to go to ashkickin.com.
Hi, I'm Brianna.
And I'm Akira.
And you're watching
DONTAE'S Boxing Nation.
Actually, he looked real good.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, we were going to talk about that too, Doc. Jeff Horn. Guess how much Jeff Horn wants? He didn't already put it in the comment section. Jeff Horn, he wants $5 million to fight Terence Crawford. So I guess
he don't want to fight Terence Crawford.
We can translate that. We know the translation.
Yeah, we speak that.
We speak that language.
You don't need the Rosetta Stone.
To
figure out what they're trying to say. I don't want Terence Crawford.
Make it happen in Nebraska. If you want them, you got to come to Nebraska.
Hey, but
what they should do, they should call his bluff, though, you know. You know, just to see if he respond. But this is funny, though. Real quick, Milt. This is funny that. Well, I mean, because it was sounding like Jeff Horn was willing to take the fight, you know, like right when he beat Manny Pacquiao, it was sounding like he was willing to take it.
Oh, yeah.
But now reality done set in.
Oh, yeah.
You know, now Terence Crawford is the mandatory, and now all of a sudden you need $1 gazillion to fight him. You know, so yeah, man, we already know.
And Terence Crawford is boring now.
And Terence Crawford is boring. Is that what they saying now? Because I already
he said he's boring and he can't sell tickets. He don't.
You talking about his manager. His manager said he said he's not a good communicator is what he said. He said he don't know how to do interviews. He's not a good communicator and he's so boring when it comes to him being interviewed and all that. But I'm like, you got Roman Gonzalez. You know, he doesn't have no animated personality.
Right.
Pacquiao don't be tap dancing and doing a nay-nay when he interviewing. You know what I'm saying?
Like he want to fight Martin Luther King or something.
The worst part about it is look how many fighters don't even speak English.
Right. Exactly. That's my point. Right. That's my point. But he just fought. What was his name? I'm forgetting his Corcoran. You just fought Corcoran. What kind of person? He was great at interviews.
Yeah,
you know,
he had to lighten it up.
Yeah, and he handpicked that opponent, right? You know, so that's what I'm saying. People, they just, you know, they step right on the damn banana peel, seeing the damn banana peel right there, you know. So all the time, man, all the time.
Hey,
but that's
you know, Jeff Horn's considering Anthony Mundine.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. That he's
Mundane be lighting it up though.
But he said
Mundane he really talked that.
They said he would get the rumors is he would get $3 million for Mundane. So why is he asking for $5 million to fight Terence Crawford?
Right. And this
he's like, I'm gonna need some extra stuff paid if I'm getting in there with Terence. Y'all gonna have to pay for that extra house I want. You know, my great grandkids got to go to college if I'm getting in there with Terence Crawford, and I want to make sure they go to the best college. So y'all put that in the contract. You know
this is the last big payday.
They started off by saying that
it's the last big payday.
Terence Crawford is the hardest fight in the world for them. So
they kind of
they let us know right off the back what they was thinking about.
His promoter said that. His promoter said something like that. Blue. Yeah, you're right. He said it'd be a very hard fight. He at least he was cool enough to admit that.
That's the Eddie Hearn.
And then he stumbled over his words. He said that is probably gonna be the hardest fight. But we could beat him though.
Yeah. Let me make sure I get back on script now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it.
You know that's the same thing Kell Brook did when he got the strap. You know what I mean? He went for the JoJo Dans and who else was it? It was somebody else, man, that was real light work. But then he was talking about how important it was for him to fight his mandatories, and he wanted to make sure he got his mandatory. And then they say, "Hey, Errol Spence is your mandatory." Well, it's not always, man. You don't always have to fight your mandatory. You know what I mean? So it's just like, and it's the same thing right here with Corcoran. It's like, hey, man, he just fought Corcoran and Jeff Horn. He just fought Corcoran, and now he looked like he's going to probably fight Mundane or try to squeeze out of it some kind of way. So I mean, I just don't understand where they be coming from. You know, go ahead and fight, man. If you go, because initially Jeff Horn was calling out Errol Spence, talking about he would fight Errol Spence. He said that. Yeah, you say that.
But I think if he had the option, he still would. You know, no, Thurman. I was because I'm looking at something right now. This is funny because I don't know if you guys remember, but back in 2015 when Floyd Mayweather said he wants Thurman to fight Errol Spence. Thurman came out and said he wants $10 million to fight Errol Spence.
$10 million.
He said he want. I have the video. I still have the video up on my channel.
Insurance policy.
Yeah. There you go. Exactly. Absolutely. That's the best way. That's a hell of an insurance policy,
You're gonna retire me good.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, if you're gonna retire me, I'm gonna live good after it.
You have it.
Go ahead, Milt.
Hey.
Well, besides, but also, Dante, what like you said, Keith even said about, you know, the mindset after a loss. Because some people can't handle it. I don't know how Keith Thurman will deal with the loss.
And it would be a war. And it would be a war just like the Kurzice Douglas fight was. Yeah, so you're right. Absolutely.
You know what, Dante, man, when we was talking to Keith Thurman over in Brooklyn, man, his whole demeanor, everything has changed about him, man. He's like, his mind is already off of boxing, man, so to speak.
Pressure.
He's in a married life. His whole outlook, it seems like it's different. It's not that aggressive.
No.
Yeah,
I've noticed that.
He's been talking about.
I can't wait to see him in the ring, man.
You're right, Blue. You're right, Blue. It'll be really interesting. You guys are listening to Blue Blood Sports. My man, online with us right now.
You know, I keep thinking about I think about Riddick Bowe. You know, when I know it was over for Riddick,
he gonna cry in the car. J Dog just typed he gonna cry in the car.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, you know when I knew it was over for Riddick Bowe? When they told me that man had a kitchen in his bedroom. They told me that man.
You remember that?
I remember that. He had a refrigerator. He had the kitchen. It's over.
It's over.
And his second fight with Evander Holyfield, that was November of '93.
Yes.
When Larry Merchant had made that statement, I said, "What?" I said, "Oh, that."
I remember that. Wow.
It's the beginning of the end.
That's it.
I just remember Eddie
That was
Futch.
November of '93.
I was in Korea.
Yeah, I remember Eddie Futch, you know, him calling it, you know, before it all came down. You know, he was saying, you know, he's lazy, he's not trained. This was right after the first Holyfield win, actually.
Yeah.
Eddie Futch was saying it.
Yeah.
He was putting all that business out there.
Yeah.
And then we started seeing pictures of Riddick Bowe with McDonald Big Macs in his hand and all that kind of stuff. And it was.
He'd been checking out George. He'd been hanging around watching too many George Foreman commercials.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah, he was trying to look like George Foreman for sure. Because he looked like George Foreman in the rematch.
And so, bring it back to Thurman.
Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.